In today's video, I'll be going over a beginner bone necromancer type build. Again, this is kind of just beginner to sort of, almost late game. You can kind of use this build. It's kind of, I'll show how all the way down, kind of farther on the tier list, what you can do in the future. But starting off, you're going to go with the bone splinters into the enhanced bone splinters. And then you're going to want to go to the bone spear, enhanced, and then the paranormal. And we're going the paranormal just because of that increased critical strike chance. Again, on the other hand, you have the supernatural, which makes your first enemy hit vulnerable for 3 seconds. Again, a lot of this is based upon your own playstyle, but we're just going to kind of rack up the critical strike chance here. After that, a lot of it is going to be based upon essence, so we want the unliving energy, and then the imperfectly balanced, which our core skills are going to cost 9% more essence, but we're going to deal more damage. So then going on down, we're going to use the corpse explosion, the enhanced, and then the played corpse explosion. So then we're going to get the 8% increased damage to enemies are slowed. And with that, we can do the grim harvest, because again, we want to generate as much essence as we can. And then with that, fueled by death, you do a 6% increased damage for 6 seconds after consuming a corpse. So we're just racking up that damage continually. Then going on to, we have the bone prison, and I'll show you guys a few different combos you can use with this. And going on to the enhanced, and then you want to go with the ghastly, where they are then vulnerable once they are inside the bone prison. You also have the dreadful, which could fortify 5% of your base life. No curses or anything like that. If you want to add any for this, you can do that. So then moving down, we're going to go with the tendrils, the enhanced, and then the blighted corpse tendrils, so that we can get those blood orbs. Then we have the necrotic carapace. When a corpse is formed from your skills or minions, fortify 2% base life. And then we want to go down here. You can, if you want to, you can go with the bone spirit, but we don't do that because we want to kind of keep our essence. We have the serration for increased damage, compound, and then the evulsion. Moving on down, we have the bone storm. We're going to level that all the way up to the supreme bone storm, so we get 20% increase our critical strike chance. Standalone, and then also memento mori. And finally, we're going to get the ossified essence, where your bone skills deal 1% increased damage for each point of essence you have above 50 upon cast. Again, just all coming back to why we want a lot of essence. Now moving on to the Book of the Dead for the warriors, we have the defender sacrificed, which is going to give us 50% non-physical resistance. And then for the mages, we have the shadow, where we increase our maximum essence by 15. And then we have the iron for the golems, where we deal 30% increased critical strike damage. But again, we can't have any summons, but just continually stacking up that crit damage. So kind of looking at the aspects, this is what you guys can use as you progress. So we get the aspect of torment. Critical strikes with bone skills increase your essence regeneration by 20% for 4 seconds. You can also do this one, the aspect of the umbral. We're going to restore one of your primary resources when crowd control is an enemy. And again, if you ever want to find this, you can just click on it and it pins it on the map. We also have the splintering aspect, where your bone spear's primary attack makes enemies hit beyond the first vulnerable for 1.5 seconds, and the bone shards from the spear deal 50% bonus damage to vulnerable enemies and pierce them. If you're looking for a little bit more mobility, you can use the wind striker aspect, where you're going to get 8% movement speed for critical strikes. And then finally, the aspect of plunging darkness, where your bone prison spawns a pool of light that deals 50% bonus damage over 6 seconds. Now what you can do is you can pop your bone spear, you can pop that, and then you can use a tendril, put them all together, hit them with that, and there you go. And you're just spamming again the bone spear, because that's going to do a lot of the crit damage. And you are absolutely just going to shred through piles of enemies. So it's actually, really satisfying as well. I really like this build. I've been testing out quite a bit, and I've been loving it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure to like button and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.